What is the problem with the Golden State Warriors? They are currently on a 4-game losing streak, and with the Suns losing Devin Booker and Chris Paul, you would think that they would use this to try to make a push for that first seed, but they simply just cannot catch a W. And of course, you can say it's a lot of things going on with them, and it can be fixed, but as of right now, it's looking pretty terrible for this team, especially with the Memphis Grizzlies playing out of their minds, and they just took the second seed from the Warriors. And even though they lost CP3 and Devin Booker, the Suns are just a team. They're a team. They have 2 stars, yes, but they are a team, a well-rounded team, so they don't even look like they're going to lose a lot of games without those 2. So maybe the Warriors' problems might step in the way of their playoff race as far as catching a top 2 seed and catching home court advantage, because I believe at some time they're going to have to face one of those teams, and with the way they're playing right now, they won't have home court advantage. But this video, I'm just going to break down their problems, so let's get straight into it. Now, of course, the biggest problem is they don't have Draymond. They don't have a person that can replicate anything that Draymond does. This period of time has proven that. And it's proven 2 things for me, actually. First of all, is Draymond getting a first ballot Hall of Famer. That shouldn't even been an argument, but to some people it is. This stretch has proven that. And 2, this stretch has also proven that without Draymond Green, this Warrior team would have no championships, KD or not. You need a player like Draymond. You can see where they lack without Draymond. They don't have a floor general. And that is basically what Draymond is. This is no hate to Steph Curry. He's been doing great things playmaking-wise, but he's not the floor manager and floor general that Draymond is. You see plenty of times Draymond yelling at people, putting people in their spots to get open shots for Steph Curry, to get open shots for Jordan Poole and those guys. They don't really have that. You can kind of see they're playing really sloppy as of late, and that's because they don't have a guy like Draymond. They're also missing defense. Draymond, to me, is one of the best defenders, if not the best defender of all time. The dude is 6'7". He's one of the best shot blockers we've seen, one of the best paint protectors we've seen. And like I said, he's 6'7". He's 6'7". Now, the stuff that Kevin Looney does for this team is some unique stuff, but it doesn't compare to Draymond. Kevin Looney has done his thing without Draymond, but he can't do the same things that Draymond does. So it lacks, and you can obviously see it. They're trying though. They really are trying, but you can't replicate what Draymond does. It's something that just it's impossible to replicate. You got to be a special player to do it, man. To be the heart of a team, also being their best defender, their vocal leader, their floor general, like all that stuff that Draymond has in his bag that he has to carry is just something that not a lot of people can do, man. Like I said, he is the heart of the team, and without a heart, you're going to die. And without Draymond, this team has been terrible. Now, they've been 15-11, and for any other team, that's probably a decent record. But for the Warriors, who hold themselves to a higher standard and who the media holds them to a higher standard, that's just a bad record. That's terrible. And you can see Draymond not being out there is probably, to a lot of people, the main reason why they're losing. Now, I believe the second problem that the Warriors are having is Steve Kerr. His rotations, sometimes they're just weird. Now, he's a great coach, one of the best coaches of all time. But, like, the Warriors fans I've been seeing, they have a problem with his rotation, and it's been like this for the longest time. Like, for years and years and years, his rotations have been questionable. And he did just say a couple of days ago, if not, I think it was Saturday, that he's going back to his old rotations, which is cool. But as of right now, when you're losing, the rotations have been terrible. They've been terrible. Like, he will play Steph Curry the whole first quarter, play him the start of the second quarter, sit him out in the middle of the second quarter, then he'll probably come back, probably not, and then you'll play him most of the third quarter, and then go play him in the beginning of the fourth, and then sit him out in the middle of the fourth, and then bring him in later on in the fourth. Gassing out Steph Curry to where when it's in the end of the game, sometimes Steph Curry just doesn't show up because he's gassed. He plays him a lot. They're not giving minutes to Bjelica. To me, sometimes not giving minutes to Juan Toscano Anderson, how much he helps the team sometimes, it's weird. The one thing I do like that he does is he plays Jordan Poole with Klay Thompson. I really like them two in the backcourt. But also, I would love to see Jordan Poole play a lot with Steph Curry because they're both just elite when it comes to moving off ball. Now he's working with what he's given because, yes, Klay Thompson has missed most of the season. Draymond Green has missed a lot of time. We haven't seen James Wiseman yet. But, man, some of these rotations are just – they're glaring. You can see that they're hurting the team a lot. But I don't view that as a big problem. To me, this team's biggest problem is Klay Thompson is not playing like Klay Thompson. It was cool for the first few weeks seeing Klay Thompson playing a lot on ball because, yeah, we haven't seen one of the most exciting players play for 2 seasons, and we know how much he's missed the game, so seeing him play on ball it was a fun thing to watch. But now it's starting to get a little bit forced, and it's starting to hurt the team. Everything that he does on ball, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but most of the time it seems very forced. And yes, with Draymond, it wouldn't be like that. But without Draymond, I would still love to see Klay going back to playing all ball, which he does a lot. I'm not saying he doesn't. But I would like to see him mostly doing his stuff all ball because, again, you got to give him attention. Even when he's shooting pretty bad, he's shooting 41% from the field and 37% from the three. But it's Klay Thompson. I don't care if Klay Thompson misses 100 threes in a row. The next time he shoots a three, I'm going up there to contest because it's Klay Thompson. So making him play more off ball, I feel like that will help this team get this team back on track because you can see a lot of times it's forced. You can see he's trying to get back in his groove. He hasn't played for 2 years, so he's trying to gain his confidence back. The last time he was going to the rim, hurt himself. And now you see he's trying to gain his confidence going to the rim a lot, dribbling a lot. And I understand it, but sometimes it's hurting the team. It hurts not the movement of the team, but the rhythm of the team. And that's a lot of the reason why they're not winning. And then my last point, I forgot to say this in my last point. Damian Lee started off the season pretty hot, and then got hurt, came back, and then didn't really get to play a lot. I don't understand that one, but I do understand playing Moses Moody because Moses Moody just fits perfectly with this team. But I would love to see Damian Lee, a veteran who knows how to play with this team, play more, especially when you're in games like this when you need a shot and you need a clutch bucket. He does that a lot, but going into the season, for the rest of the season, I still view this team as a contender, a top 5 team in the league, even top 3 at sometimes. And the main thing for this team is just to focus right now and just wait till you get healthy. You're getting 2 very important pieces coming back in Draymond Green and James Wiseman. We haven't seen James Wiseman in I don't know how long, but one thing they really lack is rebounding, and I'm pretty sure he can help with that. It's 7-1 dude. He can help with that. And getting him back into this game, I wouldn't start him. Kevin Looney has just done so much for this team, man. I love Kevin Looney. I love the way he plays with this team. I wouldn't start him, but just having a guy like James Wiseman coming off the bench, especially in playoff time, can help out a lot. A guy who can explode on one night, can be a really good defensive guy one night, and he can play those minutes when Kevin Looney gets run off the court, which does happen a lot, but sometimes Kevin Looney does get ran off the court. So playing a guy like James Wiseman can help a lot. But as of right now, they got to figure it out. I believe they will figure it out. I still believe this team is scary. So let's wait till the end of the season, man. I think they will be playing in June. So peace out.